Good evening. I call to order the Monday, October 6th committee meeting of the Beauregard Parish School Board. Tonight for prayer and pledge, we'll have Mr. Ray Bowman.
Lord, I just thank you for this day, Lord. I just thank you for this school system, Lord. Thank you for the blessing that you're in my life and my kids. Lord, I just lift up to you every board member, every employee that we have, every student. We just ask for continued safety and continued great light and environment for them. We just thank you for what we have. Lord, we honor you. Thank you.
Amen.
Kitchen, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Item number 1, to consider adoption of the committee agendas. Does anybody have any questions or comments? And can I please have a motion to adopt the committee agendas? Ms. Lafitte made a motion. Ms. Blackman? My apologies. Yes, ma'am. And I think Mr. Arshield has second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Let's see. Since Scott is out, we have our finance committee and all board members are a part of it. So if nobody else wants to lead, I will lead that committee meeting. Does
I'd like to
anybody-
nominate Ms. Weldon to be the chair of the finance committee.
Okay, thank you, will do. All right, so let's see, we're gonna have item number 1 to consider adoption of the minutes of the September 8th, 2025 Finance Committee meeting as written. Did everybody get a chance to look over their minutes? Yes?
Yep.
All right. May I please have a motion to approve the minutes of September 8th, 2025 Finance Committee meeting?
Second.
Mr. Kudo, a second by Mr. Green. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 2, to receive financial reports from the prior month.
Hello, everybody. We are moving along as quickly as possible. I cannot believe it's already October. But I'm here tonight to let you know that as of 9:30, all of our district funds are showing a balanced status. We are all positive on all of them. Our sales tax 1966 is showing a 41.81% increase over last year's collection. And sales tax 90 is showing a 42.85% increase over last year's collection. The revision that I presented to you last month, I just wanted to see if there were any questions regarding that before we go to vote on Thursday for that. Okay. As far as the rest of the financials, there was nothing else that I needed to bring to your attention. Did you have any questions regarding what I had sent you?
When it comes to the increase in sales tax like that, do we have any kind of reason why they've gone up like that?
I don't
'Cause
get a
that's good.
listing as far as where that increase is coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, I just get what we collected.
All right. I just didn't know if this was going to be a trend. That'd be an awesome trend.
I'm hoping so. It's been a trend since the start of this fiscal year, so
Mhm.
it'll be nice. We were making a joke last time that it was your selling for us. All those cars. Every time I got on Facebook, I saw you.
Yeah, girl. All right. Okay. Item number 3, to consider using $150,000 from the remaining 2023 bond funds for DHS softball and baseball facilities. Does anybody have any questions, comments, discussion?
What does that entail?
Yes.
Well,
I was looking at Mr.
whenever
Lyon.
this went to the agenda and I'd send my original emails. There's probably is misworded. I would like for it to say, if somebody can make the motion, DHS athletic facilities, because there are several things that I would like to address within the scope of work. And there is a majority of that does involve softball and some baseball, but there is other sports that I would like for this money to be distributed to as we make a start. But that was on my brain when I wrote this, so if someone can make a motion to amend to say DHS athletic facilities, that would be appreciated.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, Ms. Cynthia and Mr. Redler. All those in favor of amending item number 3 to state DHS athletic facilities? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Mr. Hawley, can you kind of give us
Yes.
a couple things, just so we're kind of understanding what we're
Yes,
talking
and
about?
just to set the background of it, you know that a couple of 3 months ago, I presented to you the remaining of 2023 bond. And the last couple of months, I've brought small items to the board for needs, because I don't want to bring large items until we bid out our original projects, which is underway now. But at DHS specifically, we have some safety issues. Some of our sidewalks have deteriorated and have crumbled, so there's a lot of cement to be poured in those areas. Some of our athletic teams have subpar facilities. They are in dungeons, and I would like to bring them out. At one time, we had some of the nicer facilities statewide at these locations, and they have deteriorated over the years. And as part of the public's interest and public's responsibility and taxpayer money, I'd like for them to become focal points once again. And I'm afraid that if we don't invest some of our bond money in our athletic facilities, which I know we're primarily an educational organization, but this is an integral part of our culture and society, that we won't have these opportunities in the future. So small chunks, we can go back to the well when we get more money available, but that's some of the things, Mr. Thibodeau, Mr. Green, speaking specifically of.
I agree with that. I mean, we can do things that the people can see. I mean, that's always good.
The unfortunate, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the unfortunate, like, I think it's not always intentional, but sometimes what happens is that we tend to invest money in big projects, and then we're like, all right, we don't have to think about that for 30 years or whatever. And then what happens is that it starts falling apart, and we rarely have the opportunity to kind of come back. And so then we're just stuck with a whole lot of expensive fixes that we got to make.
Yes, sir. And unfortunately, our programs, smaller ones, don't bring in a whole lot of money. And so it's a need, definitely a need.
I know, especially with the facility, it's in rough shape.
All right. Is there any other discussion? Okay, let's see. So I'll take a motion to consider using the $150,000 remaining of the 2023 bond for DHS athletic facilities. All right, Mr. Arshiel
I'll say.
and Mr. Green, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Item number 4, to consider $125,000 from remaining 2023 bonds for Pinewood parking lot.
The Pinewood parking lot would be on Mel Branch Street, running north and south. If you drive by now, you will see a yellow 1.5-foot barrier, and our teachers park on the dirt. It would be the last dirt parking lot in the parish. And so this was a want on their 2025 bond list, but since it's another small thing that we could do now, and then we could preserve the original monies to do more in the school, it's a need, because that yellow, the day I was meeting a contractor there looking at it, a teacher went to the doctor, was coming in later, tripped over the yellow fence going in. And so that happens quite, so we need to get this taken care of.
And did you just said that it's gonna be on
Mel Branch, yes, sir.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, okay. All right, that's what I did have one to keep it open.
Yes, sir, we're not removing oak trees.
Yeah.
No, not at all. No, I don't want to get fired today.
You want to keep that tree down, you know, and all I can say is probably another side.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there any other discussion? Okay, I'll take a motion to consider. All right. Mr. Arshield and Miss Cynthia. All those in favor of item number 4 to consider using $125,000 from remaining 2023 bonds for Pinewood parking lot. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 5, to consider using $100,000 from remaining 2023 bond funds for the technology purchase of Chromebooks and smartboards.
Just, again, saw a need there. Thankful for the board for the 2025 bond, did give additional funds to technology. This, though, when I asked the question, particular board members, just be thinking about your communities, and that means almost always from the school is more Chromebooks, more Chromebooks. In our small grades, the longevity of a Chromebook is not 4 years like they're projected to last, it's more like 4 months. So this would be an opportunity to take some pressure off Mr. Cole and in-house repair, and then continue to keep us up to date on our technology.
So stupid question, but if they're not very good, why would we keep buying them? Is there another option, is what I'm asking?
No, sir.
Maybe
This,
Chromebook?
the Chromebook is the option. We're a Google district, first of all, so which works into the facilities, but it has the most capability at the lowest price point.
I warned you before, it was a stupid question.
And it was not necessarily, they last a whole lot longer in high school unless typical, forget it in your bag, throw your bag down, and you've got 5 textbooks, and it cracks. It's just toddlers, littles,
Yeah.
and technology don't mix well sometimes.
So I heard months back, and I heard this comment last week, for our dual enrollment students, a lot of their work, they cannot do it on a Chromebook. It has to be on a laptop.
Mhm.
So what they're having to do is go to school, not be able to do their dual enrollment, then go home and knock it out at home on their personal device. Is there an option or a way that we can buy, I guess they would have to be laptops, for some of those students? Or all of us?
All we would have to do is, yes,
So what we are finding is that they can't actually do their work on their Chromebooks. The problem is the Microsoft interaction between them, because some of the universities are requiring them to use Microsoft Office products.
Right.
They do have a web interface that directly interfaces with with the Chromebooks, so it's really not an issue there. The problem that we're coming across with mostly with that are students, how they have access to the devices at home. And that's not something that we can really manage, what their home access looks like. We don't really have issues with students accessing on campus, with the exception of things that the professor may put out that is blocked by our filter service or something like that. And that's something that we do struggle to maintain, because every professor has all these other things that he's using, and everything, a lot of things tend to be blocked. So really, I still think the Chromebook is the best solution for the students even on campus. And if there are specific issues, I'll be glad to speak with specific people having those problems. But we did push out laptops 2 years ago, and we ended up having more issues with the laptops than we did with the Chromebooks. So it's just kind of a juggle between the two.
For those particular students?
Yes.
Okay. I know they're having an issue, I think, even saving data. It doesn't
Yes.
save it to you on the
Right,
device.
and so we are looking at purchasing some different Chromebooks that will allow for greater storage capacity on those, because that seems to be an ongoing issue. And we have figured out how to convert some of those laptops that they are using to a Chrome operating system that has that additional storage space. So we're having some good success with that at this point.
Thank you.
I'm not against purchasing laptops. We've just found that it seems to be that the easier solution or the better solution is still the Chrome operating.
We need to probably then do some training or something if they're going to work, as you're saying, which I believe. You're the expert, but we need to probably do some training.
I haven't heard that, Mr. Bowman. That's the first time I've heard of having issues. So we will check into it, for sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? I'll take a motion for item number 5.
I'll make
Okay, Mr. Bowman, second by Mr. Redler. All those in favor of item number 5 to consider using $100,000 from remaining 2023 bond funds for the technology purchase of Chromebooks and smartboards. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Building and grounds.
Call to order the Building and Grounds Committee meeting for Monday, October 6th. Committee members are myself, Jared Thibodeau, Christy Neely, Garrett Green, and Carlos Archie. Item number 1, to consider approval of the minutes of the September 8th, 2025 Building and Grounds Committee meeting as read.
I'll move.
First by Mr. Thibodeau, second by Mr. Arshield. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, to receive the maintenance update.
All right, I'll do my little part first. So we were able to talk about a few items, and in the month of November, we will have our Dritter High project being brought for the board. It's out for bid right now. Currently, we will also probably looking at our AC and AC bid in November or December. I spoke with architects and engineers, and they are completing that list, finalizing it. South Beauregard was able to have their first home game in the new complex last Thursday. Thank you, Jesus. And I was able to make it home unscathed. But it was a great night. It was the first time in the facilities, and there was lots of positive comments and a good feel there. And so we're only about 85% finished. We still have some more, but we are good there. Singer Cafeteria is on down to punch lists. We had a freak incident occur a couple of weeks ago. We had a fire retardant system in the vent hood, a cartridge, the seal on a cartridge ruptured, and sprayed the entire cafeteria work area down with fire retardant. And so we've had a couple little setbacks there. We are still working on the Singer parking lot and the restroom extension. The work there has been slow, but I was able to talk to the construction company today, and they assured me that they would pick up the tempo. And then Maryville, we were able to complete that project there on the bus ramp that you utilized in the afternoon. That was too short for the buses. We've raised it a foot and had it all sealed up and painted and brought back, and it looks really nice with the facilities there. And so that is the building and grounds part. Mr. Ensminger?
I'm not gonna move that thing just now. So I sent you out a report this morning, but there's 353 work orders that were listed. 27 of those remain open, 326 of those have been closed. There are a few work orders that we have on what we call it on hold. There are bond issues such as large air conditioning units and some things like that. But prioritizing work orders and grouping them, as we talked with some of y'all about that and how you did it at work and different things, that has helped. And we are being able to fewer trips, trying to organize it by school. So if we go out there and there's a couple of little minor problems and we're fixing a major, then we can go and fix those few minor problems, get those work orders knocked out, and then we can, if we're down at South, we can hit those 3 schools at once. So that has helped. And then notes on completed work orders, because we've had to go back to a couple of units, but at least we're tracking that. I can just take the invoice and copy and paste out of that into our Sherpa work order thing. And so those notes are readily available. And we've made a decision on one unit already that we've been back multiple times to, instead of just keep putting Band-Aids on it, to go ahead and fix that. So that's really helped. And so I think, we're moving forward and things are getting a little bit more efficient, and we're seeing some success out of that. Tracking some spending as well. So Mr. Holly and I talked about that this afternoon. So, any questions?
I just want to say thank you, keeping us in the loop. The email made my morning.
Good deal.
And thank y'all.
Yes.
I'm hearing good things, and thank you.
That's what we
Phenomenal.
want, people to be able to teach and not worry about those things.
On the, parking lot for Pinewood,
Yes, sir.
what is the estimated time for that for next year?
We are we should have all the quotes this week, and that way we can move forward on it. I would think Thanksgiving, so we'd have a little time to get it done, but, it's, it's pretty high ground, so I don't think, weather's gonna really hold us off unless we hit a major rain event. But we're gonna go up to that little yellow cable fence, we're gonna remove that, like Mr. Holly said. So it's about 30 by 400 to reach down to the south sidewalk that comes off the building. So it's about almost 400 feet. So,
So we estimate how many cars?
41.
41 cars?
We're also in the project is the main walkway out of the front office by the flagpole. We're going to fork it so that people can access. Won't have to come down to the center aisle and come out. So
Are they gonna have a larger handicap accessible to parking?
Yes, we have two up there at the front now, but we can add one there at the end of the sidewalk.
Yes.
We can add one on each side of that sidewalk, and that'll give that access as well and double the number. There's a culvert there now, and we will remove that culvert. I don't know why, because it's filled up with dirt, but it was a great idea when they put it in.
Mr. E, is this parking lot money, is it for only new parking, or will there be overlay on the existing parking up by the office?
We're taking separate quotes on that.
Okay.
So we can go in there and finish the asphalt, but that along the street will be concrete to match that concrete curb
Oh,
that's
nice.
coming off.
Okay.
And there's a couple of drains that go into the street cistern, so they're gonna remove that concrete and go back around those. And so that, if the water can get in there, it'll go with that, it'll flow that way. And the rest of it will, just the shed part of it will run out into the street curb.
All right.
Thank you.
That's all you got? Thank you, guys. All right. Any other discussion before I take a motion to adjourn? All right, can I get a motion? All right, Mr. Thibodeau.
Mr. Archie.
Oh, Mr. Arshield, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right,